Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. And today I am going to be starting a series on my channel in Jurassic World Evolution 3. I'm gonna be building a park and show you guys the speed builds as you guys can see in the background. And I'll just be explaining to you what my thought process was, what my inspirations were for this park and everything. And yeah, I hope that I can get this park done nice. And yeah, so let's just begin. So my idea for this park was that I wanted it to be like a modern style place, you know? Like I wanted it to feel like it was actually a real park. Because I feel like most of the parks that I see made by a bunch of other creators, they're a little unrealistic. So I wanted mine to be I had the thought process in mind that if this was a real park, what would the people do and where would this need it to be and everything. So I made the arrival point here, and I spent a pretty long time trying to copy the path style until I realized that that's just part of the build. I didn't know that yet, but I eventually figured it out, and I managed to get it, right. So I chose the place Japan for this, the square map of Japan, because I like the tropical one because you can have the sand that's like a beach, but you can't have snow there. That's one of my big complaints of this game is that I wish they could have all the terrain paints on every map, but it's still limited to the biome and stuff. So I just try to do a little compromise here because the Japanese map is the closest one to the tropical and also where you can get snow because you can have snow there, but also you can have the sand type and the color grading is like a tropical map. My plan is to have a lot of species there. So I'm gonna have an aviary place, gonna have a lagoon place, and I'm gonna have a separate section for herbivores and carnivores and everything. So I want it to be a well thought out park. So right now I'm working on a map for the park based on what I've made so far, and then I hope that it'll be way more organized from that, you know. You can see here that I was putting some fences on the walkways, and that's what always has bugged me about this, because a lot of parks in real life they have this stuff, but I don't see many creators actually doing this. Because my main area where you enter the park, you can see it's a long like uh, walkway, and in order to prevent small children from running out into the wilderness or getting lost, you would want some fences there realistically. So I put these fences there, and I thought that they match well with the modern slash vibe of the place, you know. So I put those there as as a safety feature, and also because I think that it actually looks nice. I think that it adds to the park, because I think that if it's just a random path that doesn't have any blockages or walkways or fences stopping people from just wandering off, I think that it's really unrealistic. Another major problem that I usually have in my parks is that it's not well lit. So in this one, you can see that I took these lights, and what I also did was, you can see me making it right now. I made these planters slash seating areas because that's realistic. That it's a park. People walk everywhere. I'm not gonna have monorails or any stuff here, so people are naturally gonna get tired. So in this planter stuff, I tried to put some benches and also some lights. That way it could be adding some more light. That way it's more covered and less dark, and also so that people would realistically have a place to sit. I spent like a pretty long time trying to line it up because it was a little like off-centered, but eventually I got it to be like straight. And then what I was doing here was I wanted it to fit like the Japanese vibe. So I was looking for some like those like cherry trees and those like orange ones, but they didn't have those like bushes, so I just put the flowers there and more of these like tropical type plants, and then I think it looked nice. After I finished putting all the like plants there, I just like tweaked them a little bit. As you can see, I made it a little smaller, and then I wanted to put the actual lights there because I was saying that I want this like light up the area more. So what I did was those like tall lights, I just took the small one and made it there. That way it would be like more, that would fit the vibe more. Here you can see that it was like off center, so I had to line it up a little bit. But I managed to get it done, and then I moved on to adding the benches. Here I was looking for like a suitable thing for this modern vibe. I was like thinking a lot before, and you can see I'm like switching between all the options, but I eventually landed on this really nice one that I think really balances like the modern vibe, but also adds to like the I don't know, the like the atmosphere of it, because it's not like fully simplistic. It's actually like it has some texture, you know. After I finished this one segment, I then copied it over and then I just put it throughout the entire path. That way it could be lit up nicely. After that, I began working on the first like plaza type area for the park. And this one was like a little bit of a smaller one than what I have planned for the rest. But here I was just like thinking that here I could have like a restroom, and also I would have the path where the guests could go to their hotels, and also they could go to see the dinosaurs. I tried to make a pattern with the path, but I just gave up on that and just decided on a simple plain path. I did, however, put a like lighter color of the same path. That way it would like break up the like solid thing. I just wanted a little bit of variety, you know? This fountain was actually one of my most favorite parts of the park that I've built so far because it was like completely my original idea and I spent a lot of time working on it and like trying to perfect it. I was trying to look for a proper like boundary or like fence or like thing or wall to make the boundary of the fountain, and I was doing that and I found this one which I really liked. So I basically just made like a square out of it, and then I just did that for the other sides as well. After putting down the blocks, what I decided to do was I wanted to like add some lights to it. That way it would like look visually better. And I settled on these like tall ones that are used all throughout the park. I shifted the main fountain up a little bit. That way it would like stick out and add a little more volume to the entire fountain. Here I put some rocks in the gaps of the boundary because I wanted to put some like grass there and also some of the decorations that way would look better. I put some of the heads, the skeleton heads, that way it would like fit the dinosaur theme. But I really think that it actually blends in well with the like color of the modern fountain, and also I think that it breaks up like the just regular shapes and like the square everything. I think that it really adds some nice variety and keeps that Jurassic Park slash world theme all throughout the entire park. The T-Rex statue I obviously just put because it looks cool, and also that way, it's the T-Rex is basically the face of the entire Jurassic Park franchise, so I had to put it in there at least in one place. After I was done with the fountain, I put more of those same like planters slash seating areas so that it would like provide a place for the guests to sit, and also that way it would add some more light because the area was looking a little dark. I also added additional ones to the side. Here I was pretty indecisive on what to put there because I was thinking of whether I should make this like a restaurant type place, but I was also wondering if I should add like a visitor center there just so that it would like be like an attraction for the guests to go to. I wasn't sure, but I eventually settled on a restroom though. Here I went into the arrival point because I saw these like cinder blocks there, and I thought that they looked really nice. So I had an idea to make a like fence slash border for the path that was a little less boring than just a wooden one. So I took these and I made like a wall, and then I put a taller wall behind it, and I put some nice decorations there. I was thinking if I should put a restaurant next to the restroom or like a drink place or anything, but I just decided that I'll just put like multiple restrooms right next to them. That way it's more consistent. I added this wooden beam to the like stone fence. That way it can match more with like the same wooden color that's all throughout the park, and also just so that it would break up like the boring white color. I think it really matches well with it, and I matched the color of the fences with that. That way it would be like very consistent all throughout. After that, I took the same wall piece and I just scaled it up for the back side so that I could make like a wall type area back there, and so that it'd be higher raised so I could put some decorations there and also still have a wall behind it. That way it doesn't just show the forest behind. I put some rocks there and I put like some dirt down there. That way it would be more realistic on where the like plants were growing from. I added the plants and flowers there to the fence slash planter area. I wanted it to like give off some light, so I took these really small ones and like hid them behind the plants. That way they wouldn't be visible, but it would still be lighting up the area pretty nicely. After I did the other side, I used these restrooms to make one big continuous building. Then I started making the path that would eventually lead to where the hotels would be. I was going to use the same like fancy fence that I made, but I wasn't able to like multi-select all the things, so I just used a regular simple fence, and I think it still looked nice. I added more lights since the area was looking a little dark, and there I made the path where the dinosaurs would be and where the actual enclosures of the animals would be. Now I wanted some like signs that showed where the dinosaurs were and where the hotels were. So I was just looking through, and eventually I found a hotel sign, and I like recolored it so that it would fit the color scheme, and then I put it up on like a pole, and that way it would be like realistic as real parks. They have like directions like this. After that, I started working on one that showed where the dinosaurs were. So I just took the herbivore and both the carnivore signs. That way, I would just like get them done both in one go. There, and that way I finished what I made for this part. I hope you guys enjoyed the speed build. It was like a little like rough around the edges, my like script, everything that I had. But the next episode, I hope it'll be like a lot more organized. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I'll see you guys with the next one.